Welcome back, guys, to the Dinosaur channel. This is your home on the internet for all things dinosaur and prehistoric. Well, gosh darn. Prehistoric Planet Season 5. Season 5? Season 2, Episode 5 is gone. It's done. It's over. I just finished watching Episode 5. Here's what I have to say. Overall, I think this season had some strong points, but, compared to Season 1, it's just not there. It's not the same. It's actually not even really that close. And I think that I think the first season is definitely stronger in a lot of ways, but there were strong points to this season as well. This final episode was better than the last two episodes, than Swamps and Oceans, just the North America episode. But it wasn't my favorite. I think the first two episodes of the season were really great. I think episode 2, Badlands, definitely wins the show for me. Just the most fantastic episode ever with the most diverse, incredible dinosaurs ever. You know, this last finale episode was kind of like a little bit of a repeat episode from season 1. We got a lot of dinosaurs we've already seen. I don't remember necessarily if we saw Quetzalcoatlus in season 1, but that was really cool to have that opening scene with the T-Rex sort of fighting the Quetzalcoatlus with the sauropod that dies, the Alamosaur. That was really cool. I don't know if I needed two scenes with the T-Rex in this season, especially two sort of underwhelming scenes. But it is what it is. I'm not going to complain too much. The Triceratops scene was also cool. Nothing extraordinarily cool happens during that scene. But I guess we'll just go from order to order, from part to part in this episode. I just kind of skimmed through a little bit right now. So yeah, we start off the episode with that really cool troodontid T-Rex sauropod fight interaction. You know, everyone's interacting. The sauropod's going to sleep. He's dying, and then we have the whole T-Rex sort of fighting the Quetzalcoatlus. I think the Quetzalcoatlus look pretty damn good here, to be honest with you. I've been kind of mean to Prehistoric Planet with their pterosaur depictions. Quetzalcoatlus look pretty good. Again, when it comes to the end of the wings and the legs, just uncomfortable to look at. Gotta be completely honest with you guys. The dynamics of how they moved around, though, I think they filmed it really, really classy. Especially the part where the T-Rex is getting like attacked by the Quetzalcoatlus. I think if they would have showed too much of an above shot on this, it would have been really weird to see. So I think they cut it kind of perfectly, so we could just see the parts that we needed to see. I think that was pretty cool. I absolutely hated the next scene where we did the Nautilus sort of Ammonite Mosasaur thing. We had a whole episode last season about oceans, and this season and seas. We just did the episode of oceans. I really don't need this. I gotta be completely honest with you guys. Just unnecessary to me. We literally just had the Ammonite and the Mosasaur in the last episode. I don't know why they felt the need creatively to continue this. I get it because it was North America, but like these Ammonites and Mosasaurs lived all over the prehistoric world. They could have in my opinion, they could have done anything else, like literally anything else. Cretaceous North America, and I would have been happy. And but I get it because they're trying to stick to one time period at the end of the Cretaceous period. I get it. I'm not going to give them too much crap. Like, it's probably hard to try to fill in that niche every single time. But I don't know. Maybe I'm off, like, with my times. But, like, Corythosaurus, that could have been cool. Torosaurus, that could have been cool. Stygimoloch, that could have been cool. Like, we have so many other dinosaurs that could have filled this niche. Parasaurolophus, I don't think we even got. But again, I might be off on my times, so these guys might have not lived at the tail end of the Cretaceous the way that I'm thinking. But yeah, I don't know. Like, this whole Ammonite Mosasaur thing, it bored me. I was just like, come on, I don't want to see this. It's just no. This next part with the little Dromaeosauraptor thing and the primitive ducks, pretty dope scene. I gotta be honest. I think it's hilarious watching these little raptors run after the flies and hunt the flies. It's actually pretty beautiful cinematography here. Like, actually really nice to watch this. It was funny, it was goofy, it was slow motion shots, really beautiful, and these prehistoric ducks, really, really cool. actually kind of replicating the flamingos of nowadays, of the modern age. The Huns was pulled off really beautifully too. The scenery was really nice. All the colors were really, yeah, really beautiful. I think the little Dalmatian pattern for the babies was kind of weird, but I get it. Yeah, overall, I've honestly got no problems. It's probably my favorite scene, maybe besides the Nanukosaurus scene. Um, it was a little bit high action. Again, not the most eventful, but cool as well. It's not like I keep shitting on it in a way like it's not like I'm expecting a fight in every episode. That's not really what I'm looking for. And we did, by all intents and purposes, we got a fight between a Quetzalcoatlus and a T-Rex. It's pretty cool. But I don't know, like I just looking for more purpose, from this, and it's just not that great. Anyways, the next part of the episode, we jump into the Triceratops fight in the forest. Okay, what can I say? We got an amazing scene with Triceratops in season 1, especially in like the late night stuff, or the night vision stuff we got in the cave, and then also the fight we got with the T-Rex and the baby Triceratops we got in season 1. And I just think that this came out underwhelming. It just like there was nothing they could really have done with the Triceratops that would have been overly cool. They're really old Triceratops with the massive horns. And from what I've understood from you guys in the comments, this is some sort of subspecies of Triceratops that was found with like enormously long horns. It's cool, don't get me wrong, it's super cool. Like I like seeing it fight. I don't know. I ended up feeling like I wanted more purpose out of this scene. It felt kind of fast and like not, I don't know. It was cool seeing the Triceratops mating in the end for like a second, and sort of giving hope to the other Triceratops as well, that it's not just over for him. He's going to still have a happy life, happy wife, but I don't know. Then we end up in my favorite part of the episode, something I've been building up to. Now, I have to say, it didn't end up being my favorite scene in all of Prehistoric Planet like I thought it was going to be in the beginning of the season. Actually, I think that the thing that holds strong to me is still the Rajasaurus. It's my favorite. And the Ostroraptor is really, really great highlight for me. The Pachycephalosaurus is still a little bit better for me, but this is high up there for me on the show's season 2. Like this is definitely high up there. I think the Rajasaurus scene is just my favorite scene of all time of the whole show. But this comes close. The Nanocosaurus didn't disappoint. Getting to see a fully feathered Ornithomimids with a mohawk, dope. The gray, black, and red color scheme, freaking amazing. Love it. The cinematography here too, with the Nanocosaurus fully feathered with snow in its fur and its feathers, just amazing, like really, really beautiful. And I can't stress enough, this Nanocosaurus it's gorgeous. The head crest, the way the feathering is, the colors of the feathers, it kind of feels like it's coated in like a Native American sort of like moccasin clothing. I don't know how to explain it. It's really beautiful. And seeing it run, it's like really, really nimble and realistic. You can see kind of even the way that they animated it running, you can kind of feel it struggling to run on the snow and like trying not to slip and stuff. And yeah, kind of cool seeing this whole sequence of it running after the prey, not being able to make it. And then again, I think this is a problem with most of Prehistoric Planet for me, is like the stakes are not very high. I'm not highly invested in the character, and everyone ends up being happy in the end. Like, maybe I would have been happier with a scene of the Nanocosaurus not successfully hunting and dying on camera. Like that could have been cool. I know it's really harsh, but maybe that's something that would have brought me more joy. Because just seeing it successfully end up killing an Ornithomimids and bringing it to its baby, we've done this so many times at this point. It just felt so repetitive. But I won't take it away from the scene being absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, beautiful. Every aspect of it was just amazing. And the babies were beautiful as well. Like absolutely, they just looked like little Morris Intrepids from Jurassic World Dominion. Beautiful. And even the little look back at the end of the Nanocosaurus looking at the Ornithomimids, and then they kind of run off. It's like, I'm gonna get you guys again because I need to get you guys again. Pretty freaking dope. I love this dinosaur. And it's a dinosaur I've only discovered recently because of Prehistoric Planet. So this show just has like introduced this amazing, incredible dinosaur into my life that I didn't know about earlier, and I love it. I love the depiction of it. The ending of this episode, we've been ending every episode of the season with David Attenborough saying something Prehistoric Planet, and he didn't on this episode, so it was kind of weird. I was waiting for it, and it just didn't happen. And then we ended off on like another weird drone shot. I don't know. The creative decisions they make in the show sometimes throw me off a little bit. So I don't know. Season 1 versus season 2, I think it's probably clear to everybody that season 1 was generally a better season. But listen, we're strapped in for this show. We're supporting this show. I'm excited to see where they go in season 3, because hopefully there will be a season 3. There's no reason to believe that there wouldn't be a season 3. And yeah, like generally, I'd be really excited to see where they take this next. I'd be very curious to see if they could leave the Cretaceous period and give us something in the Jurassic or Triassic or even a different part of the Cretaceous. Give me Baryonyx, give me Suchomimus, give me Spinosaurus, give me Siamosaurus, give me some animals, Acrocanthosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, give me something, some big predators I haven't seen before. Give me Torosaurus, give me Sinoceratops, give me some animals I haven't seen yet and that I want to see. That change it up a little bit. Give me don't be afraid to jump around time periods. I get the point, trying to stay in the same exact period, same exact time frame for continuity purposes, but I think we're kind of limited. So let's see what Prehistoric Planet can actually do. If this show is to survive, I need them to take me places, and I can't be bored as a dinosaur lover. And I found myself too often kind of bored in some of the episodes during this season. Like Oceans, I could have done without completely. It could have been completely different, and I would have been happy. And then there were parts where they did really good, like Ostroraptor, Pachycephalosaurus, Nanosaurus, and Rajasaurus scenes were all phenomenal. Like really, really great stuff. And when I think of the first season, the things that I remember, the Olora Titan scenes, the T-Rex versus Triceratops scenes, amazing. Anything with the Velociraptor, incredible. There were strong points to the season. I'm not going to say it was all bad, but I want to see the show go far and wide. I want to see them get into the Ice Age. I want to see them get into every nook and cranny of the prehistoric world, and I think there's no end for this show. I want to see them go big, but I don't want to see the same things I saw in season 1 and season 2 over again. And I'm ready to move on past what we've seen the first 2 seasons. So if this show, in my opinion, is to survive, and if the show is to make it far and wide the way that we all want it to, they got to step up the game in the next season. They did a lot of things right. I think they did too many things wrong in this season. And that's just my personal opinion. Overall, still a huge supporter and lover of the show. I think everybody who worked on it is incredible. And I think all of it overall is really good. And it's a positive, it's a very positive dinosaur medium. It's probably the most positive dinosaur medium that exists at the moment for anybody who's a dinosaur lover. So, yeah, I'm super excited to see where we go with season 3. I'll probably do some sort of analysis again, sort of season 1 versus season 2, but appreciate you guys sticking around for all my coverage of season 2 and my crazy little bit ranting reactions to each episode. And yeah, love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.